Hey guys, it's Siobhan with To Kitty and Beyond. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing monthly horoscope readings for July 2019, and this is for Leo. That can apply to Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, if you have Leo heavily in your chart, or if you just felt called to click on this video, there's probably some information here for you. Keep in mind this is a general reading, so not everything's going to apply to everybody. Just take what resonates with you and leave the rest here. Also, I'd like to mention that I want you guys to compare everything, all information that you get, whether it's from me, whether it's from books, whether it's from TV, or people around you, to your inner truth. Always compare information to what really strikes truth for you, because we all live in our own little truth bubbles, and what's true for your perspective is not true for somebody else's, and that doesn't negate what anybody else's is. It's just the way it is. So always compare all information to your own inner truth. All right, so let's see. Channeled some information for you guys before we jump into some of the cards, and I immediately saw, you know, the scene in The Hobbit where Bilbo's running out of the gate and he's carrying that the contract that the dwarves gave him to sign for the journey that they're going on. And he's running through the gate and he's like, I'm going on an adventure. I saw that. So this can signify that you're going on an adventure. You're going on a journey, exploration, some kind of travel, whether it's within yourself or physical travel or both. You could be traveling physically, but this change is actually going to be an internal change. It's actually an adventure that you're going on within, because they were drawing my attention to the contract. So the contract that he had in his hands. And so this really relates to karmic cycles of experience or karmic contracts of experience. And that's not a bad thing. Karmic contracts are good. They can be good. So for example, you signed a contract to come into this incarnation as a human. You signed a contract to go through all of the different things that you wanted to experience. You signed up for this. You signed up for the journey. This in itself is the journey. And then there's all these little journeys inside the journey. So there's a contract here for expansion. This is a very positive thing. So let's see what's going on with the cards. And I'm going to use a different deck today that I felt called intuitively to use for all of the signs this month for the horoscope readings in July. Every different deck has different energy, they have different messages, they have different illustrations, and so there's something about this deck that holds wisdom that needs to be shared for everybody this month. So this is the Psychic Tarot by John Holland. All right, let's get into it. Leo. What is the current self-energy for Leo? Rest and rejuvenate. That's the Four of Swords. Theme of the month. So we have disruption coming up in reverse. So that's the Tower card in reverse. Interesting. Key goal this month. The key goal for Leos. Oh, intuition. And it came out like this, but then it like shot over here into reverse. So I'm just going to put it upright. But when it comes out in reverse, specifically the intuition card, it's always about tapping into your internal intuition. So the obstacle to overcome this month. Conflict and defeat, that's been coming up in almost every single horoscope so far. Yeah, that seems to be a major theme. Conflict and defeat, going through all of these trials and tribulations. So that's the obstacle. What's the major accomplishment? Oh, that's... Okay, we're going to take them. They told me to take them. I'm like, no, that's too many. They're like, no, it's not. It's exactly the right amount. Trust. Okay, so authority, victory and success, and recognition and reward. Dang, looking good. So the last one we have, not last one, but the next up is what to avoid. So Leos, what should be avoided? Shadow. Okay. Yeah. What to embrace? Patience and trapped in fear. See, no, these two cards came up in the last reading as well. And I shuffled the crap out of this deck off camera and on camera. And I cleared it. Like, it's crazy how there's just these running themes throughout everybody's readings. And the last reading was Cancer. And we are in this Cancer season right now with the new moon in Cancer at the beginning of the month, and then we have a second new moon in Cancer at the end of the month. So there's definitely Cancerian themes running through the collective right now. Next up, we have where to find support. Oh, wow. That was a pretty little arc. Oh, crown chakra. Beautiful. Your connection to source is supporting you. And advice and encouragement is accelerated motion. I keep seeing this one in the pre-shuffles. So lots of action, lots of things going on. And let's start from the beginning here. So current self energy, Leos, you're coming up as rest and rejuvenate, the Four of Swords. So this is about taking a little break, a retreat from the conflict that has happened in the past, or any of the disruptions that have happened in your recent past or in your overall past, in your, whatever it may be. But there's just this need to meditate, to ground your energy, to connect with nature and connect with your inner truth, your inner self. Come into that place of balance, that place of peace. And 4 represents stability and support. So this is really coming into a stable, new opportunity for you. This is the adventure you're going on, is finding that balance, finding that stability within yourself. And you're going to do that, it seems, through rest and rejuvenation. You may be in a period of rest and rejuvenation right now. So you might be taking some time off work, or you may be planning to take time off work. You may be meditating more. You may be focusing on things that bring you peace, or things that make you feel calm. So that's really important right now, because this is all about calming your mind. It is really slowing down so that you can process everything that you've gone through and turn it into wisdom. So all the experiences you've been through are opportunities to glean wisdom from especially tough experiences, from all experiences, but especially difficult experiences or relationships. They are what lead us to the most potent wisdom. So now the theme of the month is disruption in reverse. So this to me speaks of you rebuilding. There was a previous disruption. There was a previous tower moment. There may have been very many of them. I know for lots of people there's been a lot of tower moments as of late, especially with the eclipses. This is all about letting go. This is all about deconstructing what's not working for you in your life, and these old programs and these old constructs, these old belief systems that really aren't in alignment to who you are or who you're becoming. These things have to fall away. And that can be very physical. We can physically lose things: homes, money, jobs, friends, family, loved ones, relationships, all that kind of stuff. It depends whether it's in alignment or not. If it's not in alignment, it has to go. It's not a judgment, it's just a fact. It's not in alignment with you, it's not vibrating at your frequency, then it has to go. And maybe in the future, there's an opportunity for that frequency to come back into a resonant harmony. But at this point right now, it's about, it has been about letting go. And now you're rebuilding. Now that your foundation is clear, everything has been removed, or it is going to be removed completely this month and moving forward. because not everything happens overnight. These things take time, but you're rebuilding. You're starting to get your grounding back. You're starting to get your center, your balance, and now you're able to build something new, build something better, build something that's truly in alignment with who you are. And the key goal here is to tap into your intuition. So this is that High Priestess card. This is tapping into that High Priestess energy within you, and everyone has it. Everyone has it. This is your access to your higher self, the access to your Akashic records, access to all multidimensional aspects of you, and all of the experiences you've ever been through as a soul are connected through your intuition. And this is tapped into your solar plexus, this is tapped into your third eye, and this comes in through your crown if you're channeling outside information. So this is you really tapping into that wisdom, opening the door to that wisdom. So it's like when Bilbo, Gandalf came knocking at his door. It's like wisdom was waiting for him, or was asking to come in. And then it asked him to come out. So it was his choice ultimately. It was put on his doorstep, and it was kind of put all in his face. Like if you've ever seen The Hobbit, all the dwarves come over and they just kind of invade his space, and he's like, oh my God, what's going on? But ultimately, it's his decision to go on the journey. He chose of his own free will that he wanted to go on this journey. And then he gained so much from it. And it was extremely difficult, yes, but he gained so much experience and thus wisdom. And so this is where the intuition comes in. The intuition is trusting your inner truth, trusting your inner knowing, your inner wisdom through the experiences you've been through from a loving, heart-based perspective, from an expanded awareness, not a limited 3D perspective, an expanded awareness of experience. The obstacle to overcome here is conflict and defeat. So this is a running theme, like I mentioned, and this conflict and defeat is, it's not fun. It's not a good energy, and it is kind of self-inflicted, especially in this card. In the other, see, like if it came up in this deck, I'd be saying that this conflict and defeat has been going on with somebody else. But in this deck, he's alone. And the carvings on the wall are of people, but they're not real. He's alone. He's doing this on his own. He's walking away from the light down into the shadow. He's chosen that. But there's a light here that is able to guide him back up and out. So he's never actually fully in the shadow. It's like the yin and the yang. So even in the darkness, there's light. And even in the light, there's darkness. There has to be that balance. There has to be that paradox. But ultimately, the obstacle here is overcoming those old patterns of self-defeat and conflict within your mind. Because again, this is swords, so it's mental energy. So this is overriding that old programming so that you can really step into your power, so that you can really step into the light and trust and know that the journey that you're on is exactly what you need to be doing right now. And that's going to enhance your intuition. So every time that you trust your intuition, you enhance your intuition. Every time that you reject your intuition, you actually still learn to trust your intuition, because when you say no to your intuition, although you've chosen the other route, you still learn because you learned what didn't work. There is no failing. There is no failure. There is no wrong choice, because there's light and darkness, and there's darkness and light. It's all balanced. That's the higher perspective here. And the major accomplishment, we have the authority, which is the Emperor, victory and success, and recognition and reward. So this is really speaking to me of you coming into your power, being very victorious, and there will be recognition and reward that come from that. So success, whether this is spiritual success, whatever it is that the journey that you're going on, will be successful. It will result in a you that is able to manifest this level of power and success within yourself or within your life, whatever it is that you want. But it's leading you to who you're meant to become. It's creating this version of you in the future, that future version of you that is successful. It's tapping into that, and that This may even be recognition and reward of your victory and success coming from an authority figure. So from your father, from your boss, from society at large. People are going to recognize that you've leveled up. They're going to recognize that the work that you're putting in is amazing, and that through that you are successful. Yep. Your ships are coming in. Your ships are going to come in, and this is all linked to that journey. So what to avoid? Shadow. Avoid falling into the duality of shadow and light. They're not at war with each other. It's about embracing the all, the infinite. There is no separation. That's an illusion. That's what the crown chakra is all about. It's about stepping out of the realm of duality into the realm of unity. There is no darkness and light. That itself is an illusion. There's no separation. All is one. All is one. Everything's a mirror. And everything in our life that's shadow is a mirror of what the shadow aspects of ourself are that need to be healed. The core wounds, the core limiting beliefs, all of these things seem to be themes with all of the signs this month. It's tapping into that shadow aspect and not fearing it, not pushing it away, but accepting it, acknowledging it, facing it, looking at it, loving it. That doesn't mean that you have to stay in that energy. That doesn't mean that you have to become that energy. It just means that you look at it objectively, understand why it's there, what it's trying to teach you through the experience of it being there or you being in that energy, and then say thank you and move forward. From that higher perspective, you're able to free yourself and step into the light if you choose. Or you can stay in the shadow if you choose. It's totally up to you. This is a free will realm that we're in. This is one of the laws of the universe. You can do whatever you want. And there's no wrong answer because it's all leading you back to oneness. It's all leading you to on this journey of experience. And experience leads to wisdom. So what to embrace? Trapped in fear and patience. So embrace having patience even though you're not quite where you want to be yet. Or you may feel still trapped. You may still have this shadow aspect, which is fear-based. You may still have all of these restricting or limited beliefs or limited perceptions, or you may feel limited in your physical reality. But it's really ultimately, it's in your head. So trapped in fear is, again, swords energy. So all of this right here, this whole row is swords energy. The current self, the obstacle to overcome, and what to embrace. They're all in your head. Everything, it's mental here. It's the way you're thinking, being aware of your thoughts, differentiating and discerning between the ego and the higher self. What feels expansive and what feels limiting. That's how you can sort of tell the difference. I have a whole video on how to connect with your higher self and what's worked for me. If you want to check that out, it's further down in, I think it was last month or the month before. And patience. Just have patience. Have patience with yourself. Have patience with the process, with this journey, because every single step of the journey has purpose. So even this being trapped in fear has purpose. Everything there's wisdom in all of it. You may not have the wisdom in the moment, but you do, that's what you get out of that situation moving forward. Patience, 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 my dear. So where to find support? The crown chakra. I absolutely love that this card came out in the support position because the crown chakra is your connection to the all. This is your connection to source, your connection to your higher self, your multidimensional self. It's the same thing, but just different terms for it. Your connection to everything, to the unity, the allness, the oneness. And this is your access to your history, your Akashic records, your past lives, your soul gifts, your intuition, your your higher abilities, all of this, it's coming in through the crown chakra. There's so much information, and this is your vertical pillar of light. This is that light that literally comes in from the universe in through your head, the top of your head. That's where your crown chakra is. And that's what's supporting you, opening and expanding that crown chakra. And the crown chakra is, it's depicted in ancient Indian drawings as 1,000-petaled lotus. So this is you blooming 1,000 intricate petals in a fractal, beautiful spiral mandala effects, as you can see here in the card. This is you really opening and expanding your consciousness, your awareness, your perspective. This is the true journey. You may be actually traveling, but the true journey lies within your mind, in your soul, the soul experience that you're in right now. You're on a really exciting journey as a human. It's a tough journey, but it's an exciting journey, and it holds a lot of wisdom. So last but not least, we have advice and encouragement, accelerated motion. So this card it's the Eight of Wands. It's very fiery, passionate, fast-moving energy. So whatever has been set in motion is going to accelerate and happen really quickly. So this progress, this foundation building, this stability, this healing, the rest and rejuvenation, the connection with your intuition, with your source, with your multidimensional self, your abilities, all of this is going to happen really, really quickly. So brace yourself is what they're telling me. Brace yourself. Brace yourself for all of this awesomeness that you're going to experience on your journey. And I'm feeling it right now in my stomach as if I'm on a roller coaster ride. It's like, whee! You're just about to go down the drop, and like that anticipation and the butterflies, and then your stomach like goes right up, and it's just like this exciting feeling. I just feel really, really excited for you. So this is going to be really accelerated, fast-moving roller coaster type energy. But remember, it's a ride. It's a journey. Have fun with it. Don't take it too seriously, because there's no wrong answer. And everything that you are doing, everything that you've done in the past, and everything you will do in the future is all divinely guided. And again, the accelerated motion's about travel too. So this card specifically can indicate air travel. So you may be flying somewhere. You may be going somewhere. You may have already planned a trip. You may be planning a trip. You may have been thinking about planning a trip, or feeling like you need a vacation, because this rest and rejuvenate is all about going on a retreat, going on a vacation. It's self-care. And this is self-care at a very spiritual level. So congratulations, Leos. That is awesome. Let's get a card from the Amenti Oracle. I picked up this deck. Ooh, I benefit with gratitude. That is awesome. I benefit with gratitude. So all of the recognition, the reward, the victory, success, all of that, benefit with gratitude. That's really, that's pretty self-explanatory. It's just staying in that state of gratefulness. It's counting your blessings. It's finding what you're grateful for in every aspect of the situations that you've been through in the recent past, in the distant past, in this now moment. It's also a great way to manifest this success and abundance, is to list off in your head or write it down on paper, even better, make it physical, everything that you're grateful for. Everything that you're grateful for in your life, in your relationships, in yourself, with your personality, or with your soul gifts, whatever it is, just categorize and be aware of all of the things that you're grateful for, because when you resonate at a vibration of gratitude, you attract like a magnet all of this reward and success. So I think that's what you're going to be learning on this journey, is that success is born from being grateful for what you have, what you've gone through, everything. So let's get a Druid Animal Spirit card for you guys. So what animal spirit is with Leos this month and going forward? We got Blackbird. Blackbird fly. Yeah, you guys flying somewhere, going on a journey. Let me read this one out because I haven't had Blackbird come up before. Where is it? Oh, it's at the very beginning. It's the very first card. So this is a new beginning for you guys for sure. So Blackbird is enchantment, the gateway, the inner call. Yeah. Blackbird calls to us from the gateway between two worlds, urging us to follow a spiritual path or to become more self-aware. He calls to us in the twilight, showing us the path to otherworldly secrets, pointing out the ways in which we can discover more about our hidden motivations and potential. There are times in life when it is important to concentrate on the outer world and your responsibilities in that world. But there are also times when you must attend to the haunting song of your soul, which calls you to a study of spiritual truths and to an exploration of the inner world through dreams and myths. In heeding Blackbird's song, you will discover healing and new depths in your soul. Yeah, so that's very much what I was feeling from your energy this month, Leo. There's this massive pull into this other world. You're being called into the realm of intuition, into the spirit realm for this spiritual journey that you're on. This whole section of this journey is very much to do with the subconscious mind and the archetypal and symbolic aspects of your soul. That's really cool. I'm also going to read the reverse meaning just in case there's any messages there for any individuals out there. So the reverse meaning is the blackbird is the smith's bird, and his song may be calling you to work in the forge of your own heart, to create a life of passion and purpose. All four elements are used in metalworking, and to create a healthy and balanced life, we must work with the power of the four elements, integrating and developing our minds and our hearts, our instinct and our intuition. Just standing at the gateway between two worlds without truly working in either is a denial of our own power and responsibility. And this is on page 8 in the book, which is about infinity, infinite abundance, infinite power, infinite connection to all things, and karma, karmic cycles, karmic contracts, like I was talking about with the karmic contract for exploration, for spiritual exploration. That's what this is all about for you right now. Well, congratulations, Leo. That is awesome. That's one of the most positive readings that we've had so far, even though there are some aspects of conflict, defeat, disruption, shadow, that kind of thing. But overall, really, really positive. So yay! I hope you guys resonated with this. I always give these readings from a very heart-based place. My intention is always that you'll receive clarity, confirmation, messages, insight, healing, support, whatever it is that you need. I hope that you received it from this video. I love you, I love you, I love you. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys would like to book a personal reading with me or a holographic Usui Reiki healing session, all of the information is in the description box below. I look forward to hearing from you. Just send me an email. Thank you again to all my new subscribers for liking, sharing, commenting, all of it. I appreciate you guys so, so, so much. Okay, we'll see you next month. I love you. Bye, guys.